All right, Antmine comes out, immediately tries to take the center. Blight spins up its weapon. It's not afraid to go face-to-face with Antmine. Antmine gets a good shove, though, sends it into the red corner. Blight bounces off. He's going to have a hard time getting that spinner to hit onto the front of Antmine. Might need to try and get around to the sides. Antmine doing a good job of using its wedges to try and push and control the arena. Minute 30 on the clock. Oh, Antmine gets on the side of Blight. Blight trying to do a good job of trying to get on the side. Ooh, gets a nice pop there. Antmine controlling the center of the arena, gets a good shove. They kind of tug of war in the center. Shoving match, I guess, is more accurate. Oh, it gets stuck together, go around in a circle. Blight now has the center, gets a good spark off of the wedge there, but Antmine gets onto the side. Both of these have those front forks and wedges, making it very difficult for the other bot to get a good push. Looks like Blight might be getting stuck a little bit on the center divide there. Oh, a good shove there. Both bots, neither one of them wants to give an inch. Blight gets around to the backside of Antmine, sends some sparks. Antmine doing a good job of getting around to the side. Ooh, pins Blight up against the wall. Pins can be held for up to 5 seconds. There's the release. Blight is a little bit stuck. We're going to pause with 40 seconds left on the clock. Looks like Blight might have gotten stuck in the wall right before the pin. So that was determined to be Arena's fault. We get that one unstick. Both bots in their position. 40 seconds remaining on the clock. All right, thumbs up. So this will resume in 3, 2, 1, go! Both bots immediately go back out to being aggressive. Oh, Blight gets a good shove and pops Antmine up and over the top. 30 seconds remaining in the fight. Both these bots doing a good job of being strategic and aggressive. Trying to control the center so that they can push the opponent into the walls. Oh, a good weapon hit right on the front of Antmine. Antmine pauses for a second there, trying to reorient itself. It looks like it may have been inverted at some point. At least I don't recognize the logo, so I believe that's the bottom. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Both bots trying to score some last second points with the judges. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the match. Good job to both competitors. Thumbs up. So this fight will start in 3, 2, 1, go! Both bots spinning up their weapon, making their way out to the center. Immediately going weapon on weapon. Sparks fly. Ooh, there's a good hit from both bots. Blight launches Jimmy Jazz up in the air. Blight doing its best to try and keep its weapon towards Jimmy Jazz. Jimmy Jazz does seem to have a speed advantage. Blight might have a little bit of a low center of gravity advantage, though it looks like Jimmy Jazz managed to get onto the back wheel of Blight. That might hamper some of its mobility. Definitely a good hit early on in this fight. Oh, there's another pop-up from Blight. Blight doing a good job of keeping Jimmy Jazz in front of it and popping it up with that vertical spinner. Jimmy Jazz corralled in the corner there for a second, but manages to get out. Is doing its best to try and spin its attacks over onto the side of Blight. Both bots definitely working out their game plan as well as possible. That lost wheel doesn't seem to be hampering Blight's mobility too much, as it is keeping its armor definitely pointed towards Jimmy Jazz. Jimmy Jazz popped up on the back for a second, but manages to fall back down into a right position. Jimmy Jazz up on top of Blight. Blight moves it into the wall, but Jimmy Jazz bounces off the wall over the back of it. So wasn't able to pin it. Oh, weapon on weapon as they go into the center again. Jimmy Jazz trying to get onto the sides of that. Blight trying to use that extremely heavily armored front side to keep its opponent at bay. Both bots doing an excellent job of enacting their game plan. Just over 30 seconds remaining as both weapons are still functional and they're getting good hits. Both bots being aggressive. Blight getting another good pop up there, sending Jimmy Jazz across the arena. Jimmy Jazz trying to control the arena. I see a belt on the floor, so somebody may have lost a belt of some sort. That may have been a drivetrain. It may have been a weapon belt. It's hard to tell. Only 10 seconds remaining. Both bots still operational, chasing each other around the arena. 5 seconds remain as Blight gets a good shove on Jimmy Jazz into the wall. And time in the round. Good fight from both our competitors. 3, 2, 1, go! Wedge issue comes out from the side. Blight trying to keep itself pointed towards Wedge issue. Wedge issue is going to need to use its maneuverability. Oh, gets a pop there. That front side of Blight is going to be dangerous for Wedge issue. It's going to have a hard time pushing it. It's going to need to get onto the sides of Blight. Blight doing a good job keeping its armor towards Wedge issue. Oh, a good pop there. Some sparks fly. I didn't even know there was metal on the front of Wedge Issue. Wedge Issue trying to get out from the sides of Blight. Blight doing a good job giving chase and keeping that armored front towards Wedge Issue. Popping the smaller bot up into the air. Now both these bots do fit the 1 pound weight category, so just because one's smaller doesn't mean it weighs less. A lot of that probably goes into armor, drivetrain, and other elements of the bot. Wedge Issue trying to get onto the sides of Blight. Blight continuing to give chase. That four-wheel design giving it a lot of traction and maneuverability. Keeping that armored front towards Wedge Issue. That armored front is also the lowest part of the bot, making it the hardest for Wedge Issue to get underneath. Wedge Issue's design is really designed to get onto the sides or underneath the opponent's bots. 40 seconds remaining in the fight. Blight is doing a great job of controlling the center. Wedge Issue trying to use its maneuverability and its speed to get onto the sides. You can see it kind of back up from Blight and try to maneuver onto the edges. Blight continuing to give chase. The speed of Wedge Issue is giving it some trouble, but when it does get hits, it is launching Wedge Issue up into the air. 20 seconds remaining as both bots are continuing to fight for the center. And you can see that they're trying to line up charges and kind of going by each other. 10 seconds remaining in the fight. Oh, another pop up over the top of Blight. 5 seconds remain, trying to get some last hits to impress the judges. And that's time in the round. This one will go to a judge's decision. Good driving from both competitors. This fight will start in 3, 2, 1, go! Both bots make their way out. Ooh, Blight gets stuck a little bit on the floor damage. Robot A takes advantage of that to get a shove on Blight. Blight lines itself back up, wants to try and get Robot A along the side if it can. Oh, a good pop there from the vertical spinner sends both bots back a little bit. Robot A shoves them both into the wall. Blight uses the wall to re-invert itself, gets a good pop on Robot A, sends it up into the sky. Both these spots are very maneuverable. Robot A jumps up over the top of Blight there. Blight continuing to use that spinner to get some pops on its opponent. Both these bots jockeying for position in the middle of the arena. They don't want to get pinned against the wall if they can help it. Robot A almost has a pin there, but Blight manages to get out and then pop Robot A up over the top of it. Robot A did get Blight up on the wall for just a moment. Oh, another good pop there. Oh no, Robot A seems to be stuck on the wall. Really good pop by Blight. Leaves all of its wheels off the ground. The count out has started. That's a knockout. Knockout. Your winner is Blight. Start in 3, 2, 1, go. Both bots make their way out to center. Antmine and Blight. Oh, some sparks fly as the vertical spinner on Blight hits the metal on Antmine's forks. Both bots not wanting to give an inch. They're trying to control the center. Both bots going back and forth. A little bit of a flip there, a little bit of a spark here. Neither bot. Oh, a good pop there. Antmine goes up. Antmine's going to need to get on the sides of Blight. That front armor is too hard to grip on. Oh, Blight got inverted and Antmine tries to take advantage. Blight gets stuck in the side, though. We're going to get a pause with 1:25 on the clock. 1:25 on the clock. This is Blight's one unstick. All right, the door is shutting. Got the thumbs up, so we'll resume in 3, 2, 1, go! All right, both of them resume. Back out to center. Trying to do their best to get on the sides. Ooh, Antmine gets underneath Blight, gets a good pin there for a second. Releases so Blight can back out to center. Antmine get on the side of Blight there again for a moment. Blight trying to get its spinner to hit onto Antmine again, get another pop or two. Oh, they go head to head. Lock horns, but that spinner makes a difference maker as it pops Antmine up and over. Under a minute remaining as they fight in the far corner. Blight gets Antmine stuck in the corner there for a second. You're allowed to hold the pins for 5 seconds. I believe there was a pause with 45 on the clock. All right. We'll resume in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, both bots coming out from the corner. Looks like Antmine might have gotten stuck again. Blight also, oh no, Antmine's back out, 35 seconds remaining. Blight trying to corral Antmine into that corner. Seems like that corner might be a bit dangerous. 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Antmine doing its best to get out of the corner, gets locked head to head with Blight there for a second. Blight charges in, gets a little pop on Antmine. 10 seconds remaining. Blight has Antmine corralled into the corner with 5 seconds left on the clock. And that's time. Time in the round. Good job to both competitors. This one will go to the judges. In 3, 2, 1, go! All right, both these bots making their way out to center. This is the semifinals for the RSL event. Good pop there from Blight. Pops Heisenberg again. Heisenberg over in the red side. Now that it's inverted, those forks are a little bit harder. Never mind, it's back on its back. Blight doing a good job of popping up the control bot. Control bot having a hard time getting on the sides of Blight. There's a pin for Blight, holds it for a few seconds and then releases. Both bots making their way back out and over onto the far side there. Oh, another good pop there as Blight is getting underneath the inverted Heisenberg. That front armor on Blight giving Heisenberg a really hard time getting any grip. Oh, a good slam into the wall there. Heisenberg back on its front side, giving it a little bit more control with those forks, but those forks are just not finding grip on that front armor of Blight. It needs to get onto the sides if possible. Blight doing a great job of keeping itself forward and then popping up its opponent. 45 seconds left in the fight. Ooh, another chip there. Heisenberg trying to get onto the sides. Blight just not allowing it as they fight for control over the center here. You can see them go back and forth trying to line up these charges. All right, Blight corralling Heisenberg into the red corner there. Heisenberg having a hard time getting around back. Oh, does get a good hit there and manages to pop Blight up on top of it for a moment. Giving it a little bit of control over the arena. Blight manages to drive off after a second. 15 seconds remaining in this semifinal fight. Both bots in the center of the arena. All right, Blight going for one last hit on there. Heisenberg trying to get some control right here at the end. 2, 1, and time. That's time in the round. This one will go to a judge's decision. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, both of them make their way out to the center. Those vertical spinners want to pop up their opponents. Neither of them wants to give up any room. Oh, first big pop there sends Blight flying. Oh, another pop there. Looks like the spinner on Ampere might be just in the right position to get through that armor, or at least pop that armor up. Blight looking to get onto the sides of Ampere. Ooh, they go locking horns into the blue corner. Sparks fly as they go weapon to weapon there. Oh, Blight goes for a shot on Ampere on the side, doesn't quite connect. Some more sparks as Ampere hits the armor on the side of Blight. Blight also trying to eat in the side. You can hear that weapon hit the wall there. Ooh, a good hit from Blight sent Ampere up onto the wall. Blight was inverted when it got hit there and does not appear to have motion at the moment. The countdown has started. That is a knockout! Blight wins the match via knockout. Ampere will be your second place antweight. Blight is your champion here today.